You've just been told it's just part of life. Whoops. And that you just have to put up with it, deal with it. You got to heal your trauma, change your mindset, think positive, do talk therapy, all these things. Again, all these things, maybe they do have a place. But is one or two of these things going to allow your body to fully recover and heal and build your resilience? If it was going to, you probably wouldn't be here. So let's talk about what's actually going on. So as I mentioned, I talked about the A5 activation framework. And I'm just going to go through this really quickly. So stress isn't just a thing that you're dealing with right here and right now. Your brain, if we look at this top image, your brain and your nervous system is filtering information, like millions of bits of information every second. And it comes in through our five senses, everything we hear, touch, taste, smell, and hear, touch, taste, smell, and feel. I'm touching my hand, feel, and also our sixth sense actually energetically can pick up threats as well. And then we also have what is called interoception, which is our body sensing and processing the input from the messages inside our body, like from your digestive system. Do I need to go and have a wee? These sorts of things. And also our thoughts. So a threat, this is representing a threat up here. A threat can be an actual threat or it can be a perceived threat, meaning the thoughts that I'm having, the thoughts that I'm having about the people around me, the thoughts that I'm having about work, the thoughts that I'm having about money, the thoughts that I'm having about myself. I'm not good enough. The thoughts about, the shame that I feel about something that I did in the past that I'm not proud about. The thoughts about the anger and the resentment that I've held on to from things that have happened in my past, projecting myself into the future, worrying about something that may or may not happen. All of those things are just a normal daily stress. All of those things then get filtered through our past experiences. Everything from our past, mostly from our childhood up until the age of 7, is where we build this filing cabinet system of basically the brain is making decisions. Was this safe and good, or was this not safe and bad? And all that information that passes through here goes through those two filing cabinets. And then the brain is basically deciding safe, good, not safe, bad, safe, good, not safe, bad, safe, good, not safe, bad, right? And it's just all happening constantly. We're not aware of it, because if we were consciously paying attention to all of this information that we were being flooded with, like we would all be rocking backwards and forwards in the corner, right? This is all programmed unconscious response. So the brain filters out basically what to pay attention to. Like I said, oh, that was good and positive, so do more of that. That was bad and negative. Avoid that at all cost. Okay, I'm gonna have a quick sip of water. Man, I'm already 20 minutes in. Okay, then we go through the past filter into the what I call the 5 influencing factors. Now, each of these 5 influencing factors, this is bidirectional, meaning the stress that I just talked about, the stress will impact these 5 things, and these 5 things will impact the stress response. And I'm going to talk about the actual response in a minute. So we've got things like, have you eaten? Have you got low blood sugar? What's your insulin levels like? Nutritional deficiencies. Have you eaten anything that you're allergic or have an intolerance to? Your digestive health. Have you got a parasite infection? Have you had digestive dysbiosis? your hormones. You know, if you're premenstrual or you're in perimenopause or menopause, your progesterone may be low, and progesterone actually is a stress resilience hormone. So if that's low, that's going to impact your stress resilience. How much sleep have you had? Like, we all know we're all tired and grumpy when we haven't had enough sleep. And then this one down is actually your nervous system regulation in that moment. Now, remembering stress impacts those 5 things, and those 5 things impact how we respond to stress. So we have a thought or an experience in life. It gets filtered through here, all these 5 factors, influencing factors. And then the body has a stress response, which sets off the nervous system and the whole hormonal system. It's a combined process, which impacts the nervous system and the hormonal system. I'm not going to go into detail about that. And then from that, what happens is that impacts our thoughts that we have, our feelings that we feel in our body, and our emotions. And then this sets off a behavior. Do we go into this paralyzed, shut down, procrastination, isolating? Do we get teary and emotional, or maybe even people pleasing? Do we get reactive? Maybe we get angry or irritable, or we just want to keep busy and keep going. And the thought of stopping and being still actually makes us feel really, really uncomfortable. Or do we, ideally, go into a place of being alert, but not activated, and open-hearted and connected in our relationships and in our world. So this is how it works. And then, because this impacts our behavior, well, what happens? That then impacts the results that we get in life, and therefore sets off another cycle of the stress response. So we get caught in this stress response, going backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. So let me introduce you to the energy, resilience, and confidence blueprints.